right? Here we will be seeing by flexural strength. No such phenomena of grain to grain load transfer exist here, right? It has very low repairing cost, but the initial cost is very high. To complete the concrete road pavements, it requires a very high huge amount. It has very low, which has very low maintenance cost, but it has a more lifespan than the flexible pavements, right? This surface cannot be laid directly on the subsurface, but a subbase is needed. We can't directly lay over the subgrade or the lowermost layer of this road, right? In case of the flexible pavements, right? No thermal stresses are induced. No thermal stresses are induced as the pavement has the ability to contract and expand freely. This is an advantage here, right? That's why the expansion joints are not needed. The strength of the road is highly dependent on the strength of the subgrade, because if there is any deformation in the subgrade, that deformation will be able to be seen on the surface, right? So it depends upon the strength of the subgrade. The surface can be directly laid on the subgrade. The thermal stresses are more vulnerable to be induced, and ability of contraction and impulsion is more. It's very less in the concrete, right? That's why the expansion joints are needed. The strength of the road is less dependent on the strength of the subgrade. It doesn't matter whether it is strong or not, right? Because all the loads is taken by the slab action or the flexural strength of the slab. Now what is the overlay? Right? Pavement which has been in service deteriorates due to the varieties of factors, right? Due to the constant wear and tear and maintenance works, the road becomes very costly affair. So what happens is, due to the constant wear and tear, because a road is in the service for a, it becomes very difficult in the cases of in the once the service is coming to an end. So due to that, there is lot of wear and tear of the roads, right? And the maintenance of those roads becomes very high maintenance. So we try to come up with some different thing. If the road is subjected to the increased traffic density, and the road reputations that are subjected to distress and to maintain the desired standards of the serviceability becomes impossible, right? As the density of the traffic is increasing day by day and the reputations of the road subjected are distressing, so it requires some improvement, and servicing to the standards can't be done, because as it goes on deteriorating with the increase in the reputations of load and as well as the traffic density, if we also maintain it, or if we repair it also, we can't bring it to the as required standards as we want. So in that case, what we do, in such case, the pavement is strengthened by providing additional layer of adequate thickness. So what we do, over the existing deteriorating road, it is not deteriorated yet, it is in the process of deteriorating. So in that case, we are trying to maintain it, but the maintaining cost is going on increasing, so we can't afford it. Why this is happening? Because if we maintain it also, what will happen? The strength that we require, the standard of quality what we require, we are not getting it. As per the IRC, we want some standards, right? So we are not getting up to that standard. So what we'll do, we will we will provide, to strengthen it, to get to the standards as required, we will provide an additional layer on it. Okay, additional layer of pavement will be provided over it. So these additional layers are called as overlay. Understand what is overlay? We are going to lay over the existing road surface. Additional thickness will be added to the existing layer. Right? You see here, on the concrete, in this image you can see on the existing concrete roads, they are providing an additional layer of overlay. Right? They are providing an additional layer of bituminous road over the. This can be happen. It is not necessary that you are going to provide an additional layer of bituminous concrete, bituminous pavement on over the bituminous pavement. No, it might be over bituminous over the bituminous. It might be bituminous over the concrete road, existing concrete road, or over the existing bituminous road. You are going to provide a overlay the concrete road. This might also happen. Right? That's what we will see in the types of overlay. Asphalt overlay over the asphalt pavement means what? Over the bituminous pavement, we are going to provide a bituminous additional layer. Right? We will see asphalt overlay over the existing concrete layer. If there is an existing concrete layer and it is causing a lot of friction, and right. So what we'll do? We'll try to provide asphalt over it. So if we want, if it is there is a bituminous road is existing, we overlay with a cement concrete overlay will be done. Cement overlay can be done over the cement. If deterioration is happening of the concrete, then we can go for the again additional thickness of concrete over the same existing cement concrete pavement. So this is what we studied in this lecture. We saw what is overlay and we saw the types of overlay. Why it is needed also we saw. Right? We saw why it is needed. Right? We also saw the difference between the asphalt and or the bituminous road and the concrete road, that is flexible pavements and the rigid pavements. Right?